Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to seeing my face, hi, welcome. I'm Carmen. It's very nice to meet you. And if you're a returning cutie pie, hi, I hope your day is going good and that you are well and better yet, I hope you guys are safe because this world is crazy. Anyways, I'm not going to make this intro super long. I'm just going to jump right into it. Surprisingly, no, this is not a Shein unboxing haul or a makeup review. No, this is a kind of like a life update slash story time. Also, let's take a pause for the calls. Please excuse my appearance. I have been under the weather lately. I'm just in my element, in my vibe with you guys, keeping it real raw and keeping it 100 and honest. So that's why I got my blanket here. I got my tea with me, and yeah, we are just gonna cozy up and I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a life update that's been happening with me for like the past 1.5 to 2 weeks. So I also have my phone with me here so I can like explain each day by day, and I kind of have like some notes jotted down too for each day that everything has been going on with me. So let's take this back to, you know what, we'll even take it back a little bit further than we'll take it back to the 24th of November. And the 24th of November is the day that I got my eyelashes refilled, because I've been using eyelash extensions for quite a while now because I like them. They're more convenient versus me popping on a strip lash every day, and it saves me a heck of a lot of more time. So, you know, that's neither here or there. But the 24th, I got my eyelash extensions refilled, and then I noticed kind of like through no, it was the 23rd. I'm sorry, the 23rd, which is the Monday. I got them refilled. And then I noticed that on the 24th, I noticed I started to feel a little different. And this is not any feeling that I've never experienced before. I noticed that I've had kind of like a sore throat, and I just kind of felt off that day. You know, I paid no attention because normally I do sleep with my window open because I'm like one of those types of people who are love a chilly room but be under like 15 blankets. That's me. I fall asleep the best that way, and it's just, super cozy. But I noticed that I was just a little bit off that day, November the 24th, which falls on a Tuesday, and I didn't pay it any attention. So moving forward to Wednesday the 25th, I got invited over my friend's house. I know, don't come for me, social distancing, supposed to be staying home, not really having the best chances of, seeing friends and hanging out and acting like days are what they used to be. So I get that. Please don't come for me. She invited me and three other people over. It's the four of us, and we just had a very chill night. Just spent the night over her house, watched movies, ate pizza, caught up. Total girl things. And I noticed that night that my sore throat hadn't went away just yet. And usually when I have these sore throats from sleeping with the window open, my it goes away after a few hours, and it goes away throughout the day. So the morning of that day, Wednesday the 25th, I was fine in the morning. Everything was cool, fine, and dandy. And then I noticed that it seemed to kind of trigger back in when I got to my friend's house. And I also didn't pay this any attention because at this particular person's house that I go to, I don't know if it's their animals that I'm allergic to. I don't know if it's the area that they live in. I don't know if it's, something to do with their house. But every time I go to their house, I either get a stuffy nose, a scratchy throat, a headache, something. It's always something medical related going on when I go to their house. And no shade towards them. It's just something that happens. I usually take an aspirin, or sorry, not who takes aspirins anymore. I usually take a pain pill or take some nasal spray or drink some tea every time, and I'm back to normal. So I didn't pay that any attention as well. So we spent the night, the 25th through the 26th, which is Wednesday through that Thursday. And I noticed that throughout the night, I felt a little bit more sick. And no causes for concerns. I just noticed that my throat was a little bit more irritated than usual. And I had a stuffy nose, which again, didn't pay that any attention because this is something that I've experienced every time. So after taking like some vitamin C, airborne type of thing, the stuff that you mix in the water and drink it, supposed to help boost your immune system. And taking some cough drops, I was fine, paid it no attention. So fast forwarding a little bit through the week here. Thursday, woke up, we were fine. Was same old, same old. I thought, maybe it was just like a little bit of mucus that was in my system, and it drained away, and I thought it was fine. So moving forward to Friday, um, Friday the Friday the 25th, which I'm home, I'm chilling, and I noticed that okay, my symptoms are getting more severe. And I live at home with my mom. She has a compromised immune system. So at this time, I'm like, you know, maybe I need to socially distance her from, I need to socially distance myself from her because I don't want to put her life in risk or at danger, just to be on the safe side. Not saying that I was sick, not saying that I was COVID prone, not saying, anything. I just wanted to be on the safe side just in case. So I thought the symptoms that I was feeling that day, Friday the 25th, was I thought it was just a sinus infection. And I've had those several times throughout my life before, didn't pay it any mind. So my symptoms were um, just a little bit of head pressure and head congestion. I had a little pain behind my eyes, and then I had some pain throughout my nose area. I likened it to being punched in the face by Mike Tyson. Don't know what that feels like, but it just felt like I got socked in the face. So, I'm already trying to socially distance myself and like quarantine myself because I'm like, you know what, I don't know what this is. I'm just going to play it out to see if it gets better. So, fast forwarding through um, Saturday the 26th, I'm, keeping everything low key. I'm already starting to buy, like, I got everything on my station over here, like cough syrup. I've bought pain pills. I've bought cough drops, and I think I've bought some nasal spray. Um, just taking full action, just in case this whatever I'm dealing with progresses. I'm trying to jump on it before it gets really worse because it was mild, nothing too drastic, but I did notice that I was a little bit that I was a little bit different, and my symptoms had started to increase just a little bit. So fast forwarding through Saturday, I'm already acting like I may be sick or have the flu or have the cold or even have the virus. So I'm already starting to socially distance myself. And I fast forwarding through Sunday the 27th, I go get tested just to be on the safe side because I'm telling my symptoms to my mom, because not only did I have the head congestion, I noticed when I woke up the 27th, that Sunday, I could not taste and I could not smell. Now, throughout the Friday and Saturday, I noticed that my symptoms were just mild, so I didn't really pay that any too much of attention because I thought that not being able to smell comes with sinus sinus infection territory, so I didn't pay that much attention. But then I noticed that I was not able to taste, which is something that hardly happens for me. unless I got the flu or unless I'm really, really sick. So now this, light bulb goes off in my head like, uh-oh, this is becoming a little bit more serious. So I called that day, Sunday the 27th, got an appointment that same day. So I got an appointment to go get tested for COVID. And I, still socially distancing myself, staying in my room, staying away from everybody. When I am around my family, I wear a face mask. And we are super anal about like disinfectant sprays and Lysol wipes and bleaching everything, if that surface gets touched. So we already have tons of like Microban, which is like the spray sanitizer that sanitizes for 24 hours. We have a boatload of the Clorox wipes. So I already have those on deck and taking those precautions. So fast forwarding, I go get the test done. And then also with the test, I also scheduled to meet with a doctor just to be on the safe side and explain to him what my symptoms are. So, telling a little bit about my experience of going to get tested. I go through a clinic for family, like it's called Center for Family Health in the city that I live in. And get there, we wait outside. Nobody's waiting in the lobby anymore, which is a great thing. We have to wait in our cars. So I get called in and I go, they get your weight and take your temperature and check your ears and breathing, all that same old, same old. And then um, she goes in with my test to swab my nose. And I'm freaking out like, oh my goodness, is this going to hurt? That's why I prolong getting tested, because I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want to, sorry, I just got a message. I don't want to, hold on second. Sorry. Um, so she begins to swab my nostrils. She does both sides, and I think she swabs it either 10 to 12 seconds, and it was extremely easy. It was a breeze. What it did feel like to me. Everybody is different, and their tolerances are different. It felt like somebody was tickling me in my nose. Now she did say people have cried. People said this was like excruciatingly painful, and some people didn't feel it at all. And I was able to feel it. I was not one of those people who didn't feel it at all. It just simply tickled, which I can handle that. That's minor. So then after she tests me, I meet with the doctor. I explain to him my symptoms of not being able to taste or smell, the pressure in my head. I also have like a congested, stuffy nose. So sends me on, or sorry, he doesn't send me on my way just yet. He does say that your test results may come back positive because you may be asymptomatic. Asymptomatic means you show no signs of symptoms. You're just simply carrying the virus. So I'm like, okay, well, that's causes for concern. I still don't want to. I mean, who wants to test positive for anything unless it's like, I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% net. That's the only thing I want to test positive for. Um, so, anyways, he tries to soothe me and comfort me, and basically saying it's gonna be okay. Whatever does happen. So leave the office, go home. I'm still socially distancing myself, and I'm thinking that I'm going to get the letter in the mail, which takes up to 5 to 7 days. Um, of to get your test results back. And so I'm sitting here on the phone. I have some things that I have to do to keep myself busy throughout the days that I'm in my room, kind of making the best out of a bad situation. So I get a phone call from the place where I go get tested, and the guy was extremely sweet. And he was like, "We got your test results back," and they came back. Boom, they came back positive. Oh my goodness. My heart dropped. Yes. But he, after saying that my test results came back positive, he just kind of gave me like a little rundown, asking me questions of how I'm feeling, what I can do to like speed up the process of having this virus. So what he did tell me was to get like a multivitamin or get zinc. At the time I couldn't go out stores, cooped up in the house, but I did have some zinc tablets, which I feel like has done an extremely great job. I take one every 3 hours, and I really do feel like that has helped a lot because throughout the process and throughout the time of me quarantining, which I'm still am quarantining, actually my last day of the 14-day quarantine is December 9th, which falls on a Wednesday. So 3 more days. I'm not really going to count this one. 3 more days, and I'll be free to go. Of course, I'm going to go get another test just to be on the safe side. Um, but backing up, I'll talk about that a little bit more in just a second. So backing up to my results and what or sorry, not my results, what my symptoms has been like throughout the course of my quarantine and having the coronavirus. Um, I will kind of go on like a timeline. I have my calendar up again. So I would say everything basically started, I don't know, I would just take it to Wednesday the 25th of November. During that time that I went to my friend's house and I noticed that my throat was a little bit irritated and I noticed that I may have had a headache coming on. So I'll take it back to that day. So literally the 25th through the 25th through the 29th. So Wednesday through that Sunday, I did go get my test. I noticed that my symptoms were mild compared to everybody else's who's been like may need a ventilator, have been nauseous, have problems with diarrhea, their body aches, they have dizziness, they can't stand. Didn't have none of that, and I'm so thankful and so blessed that I did not have to experience any of that. And my heart goes out to the people who have the coronavirus who suffer from those symptoms because I can only imagine. So I pretty much consider myself as asymptomatic with just maybe a few minor symptoms. And those being head congestion a little bit. I did have one really bad headache that I get often throughout my life. I suffer from migraines from time to time, and usually what that does, I have to take a pain pill and kind of force myself to go to sleep. So I didn't really pay that attention. And also that same day that I got that really bad headache, I was looking at my iPad all day watching movies, YouTube, Disney Plus, on the internet. So I don't know if it was that strain and the bright lights affecting my vision and causing my head to feel a little bit bad. So I didn't really pay that headache any attention. But my symptoms were just like I said, head congestion, stuffiness in the nose, a little bit of pain behind my eyes, and then the biggest one of not being able to um, taste or smell. Now, I did notice with me just a little bit. I'm not going to say it was huge at all. I did have a little bit of shortness of breath. And when I noticed that I had shortness of breath was usually at night when I'm laying back in my bed, laying on my back, head up to the wall, watching TV, whatever. I noticed that I was having shortness of breath. And what I had to do to calm myself down was lean up, and then I also stood up a lot of the times. Like I got on my feet, kind of like self-soothe myself, because I honestly believe to my heart it was just me having an anxiety/panic attack, knowing that, oh my goodness, I have the virus. What have I done? Literally, is my friends gonna be okay? Is my parents or is my mom gonna be okay? Is my brother gonna be okay? Is my sister gonna be okay? Is my job gonna be upset that I have this virus and I have to take off time? So it was just all those thoughts running through my head. Literally, I'm freaking myself out. So I honestly think with that type of shortness of breath, it was pretty much self done because I'm, you know, playing all these horrible things in my head and it's making me freak out. And then I noticed I did have a little bit of shortness of breath, like using the bathroom, and I do a huge routine of sanitizing, wiping the toilet down, handle down, light switch down, countertop down, the faucet handle down, spraying the air. It's a whole routine of doing that, and that kind of made me a little bit winded. And I noticed that for the past couple of days of my quarantine, but it has not been bad. So now, fast forwarding, we're getting into December. The first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and even today, it has been just fine. I have felt completely fine. My congestion in my head has went away. I don't have, the pain behind my eyes anymore. I still can't taste and smell at a 100%, but it is slowly coming back. And I've noticed that for the past like 4 days that my taste and smell is slowly but surely starting to come back. So that's wonderful. Um, I would say maybe on hmm, December the 4th, I started to get like a little bit tired, and I could feel myself coughing a little bit more on and off. And I basically coughed throughout the whole process, but it was really minor, like maybe a once every hour. So that's why I didn't even, bother to mention that detail. But that on the 4th, I noticed I coughed a little bit more, and it went away. I just constantly drank water. My kind of like medication regimen was staying hydrated, drank tons of liquids, always drinking water. Always trying to have that tea to soothe my throat because of the irritation, which that went away too. I took some ibuprofen, I took my zinc, and I was constantly sucking on cough drops. What else? I did take some Claritin and some Benadryl in the beginning to see if that it was it either allergies, was it a sinus infection, and I took those before I got my results saying that I came back positive. So other than that, I'm still quarantining, but I feel like I am going to be okay. I right now recording this video feel great. Um, Everything, all of my symptoms has really decreased and kind of mellowed out. Now I'm just waiting, and I'm waiting my time out till the 9th. Got 3 more days, and I feel like I can honestly say I'm a coronavirus survivor. Woohoo, whoop-de-doo. So I am extremely thankful. I'm extremely grateful. My mom has stayed away. She's been at a hotel these past couple days since I've been quarantining. And the day before she comes back, I'm going to completely sanitize the house, spray down all the hard surfaces with like a disinfectant spray, use my microban, get some bleach water, open up the windows, kind of get like this stuffy, congested air out, wash all the fabric materials that I've been laying on in my room, like blankets and pillowcases like that. I'm going to have to invest in like the Lysol sanitizing detergent and see if that, cuts down on any viruses. So other than that, thank you so much guys for watching this video. I know it's been such a long one. We're going on 24 minutes. But please stay safe out here. Please continue to wear your mask. Don't do what I did. Stay home. Lesson learned. I was warned. Don't go. This is not the time to be rejoicing and fellowshipping with your peers. Thank goodness for FaceTime, Zoom, Bunch, whatever you got to do to see your friends, but to stay safe at the same time. So, please wear your mask. Please continue to wash your hands. That was another thing that I did constantly. Either I was washing my hands or sanitizing with hand sanitizer. But thank you so much for watching. If you want to know anything else, if you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments bar down below. And yes, guys, enjoy the rest of the year. 2020 has been a doozy, but we're going to come out victorious. We're going to come out strong. So thank you so much. I love you guys all so much, and talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.